Welcome to Copernicus Corner. I'm back in Watcher of Realms, and I've done a few things this morning. Not too much. I was mostly looking at some gear and some stats and stuff. But let's see here. We have something in storage to get to. In shards, we can turn 30 of these ancient summoning crystal shards into one ancient summoning crystal. So let's do that. Otherwise, I have enough that I can do one of the artifact material raids and try to get some of that. And I noticed that there's going to be an oracle thing starting for the artifact material raid tomorrow. And so that's something to keep in mind. Not something that's going to dissuade me from getting some right now, though. Let's see here. We have some events going on still. We have the Duel of the Champions that continues. That's for arena battles. We got the Brave Conquest doing pretty decently in there. Still would like to get at least those rare summoning crystals right there. That'd be nice. At the 12,000. Still have the zombie invasion going on and Immortal Codex, which I need to take a gander at some point soon. There's also a visiting hero over here. It's Nero, I believe. Let's come have a look. No, it's Raiden. Okay. The Storm Kings will stir within this desolate land. Can you sense the wind's subtle changes? I require your strength, Commander, to decipher the storm's missives and chart our path forward. Frost giants suddenly assail the northern lands. Commander, please assemble a formidable team of warriors to halt their rampage and restore peace. So all that's asking us to do is throw some guys out to go away for 30 minutes. We can still use them and stuff, so it really doesn't do anything. It's just it's kind of flavor, I suppose. We have this done over here. We got 6,600 coins. 1,980 XP potions, 2 of these flawless meteorites, 10 mithril, and 12 brave conquest points. Let's go see if we can make anything with any of that. Maybe we can. Go to artifact, I think, and I guess workshop? No, forge, I think forge. Alright, so we can forge. You know what, I think there might be something coming up that I don't really know what is, and maybe I don't want to forge it yet. I'm not really sure. Let's go back because I remember seeing something in the vents that looked odd. Maybe it was this. Okay, it was this choice Titan forge. What is it? I don't know. Select one exclusive artifact from the 6 featured exclusive artifacts in the Titan Forge event to multiply its forging rate by 10. So that's exclusive ones. And so maybe this is something we want to hang on to. Go back over to it because, let's see, it's a mythic forge. Okay, so that's not one where we can get exclusives. So I don't have to worry about it. I don't think I have to keep that. Okay, it's this Titan forge. That's what it's talking about. Titan, it can get exclusive. Alright, cool. In that case, there's no reason to hold back on getting this one. Alright, let's see what happens here. Alright, we got the Watch Guard's Unity, which is a legendary artifact. Class limited to defenders and max HP plus 10%. Now let's see. Max HP plus 10%, that's pretty good. Can't really think of who I want to stick that on, but it's something to think about. Alright, get out of there, and then let's see here. I kind of want to look and see what I have. I guess in the materials here, just to see what's available. Looks like I have one Hero of the Year skin voucher. Who knew? Various and sundry pieces of things that I don't necessarily know what are, or where I got them from, for that matter. Volka's Soulstone. If I ever get Volka, I can use that as like an awakening stone for her, which seems cool. I have these immortal sovereigns. Oh, okay, that's for the immortal codex. Okay, I do know what the immortal sovereign is. I just did not remember. Otherwise, I have these chests for keystone storage. Not real clear on what those are yet. Apparently, I should find out pretty soon. All right, let's see. In that case, let's go over to, how about the faction trial? And we get rare skill dust there, and let's just kind of look and see what the faction trial is today. It is the trial of the piercers. I think I have some decent piercers. I'm not really sure. Let's have a look. Yes, I have some. I don't know if they're decent, but I have some. Well, I have this level 1 healer here. And I have this other level 1 healer, and those are my... No, that's a level 10 healer. Those are the 2 healers that I have in this group. I think that... Let's see what the map looks like here. Okay, so it splits them into 2 groups. It's got the spider egg that you have to kill. You don't have much in the way of anything to kill it with, like platforms. So that's interesting. I don't have anybody except for Livian who's in melee. So that's going to be a little bit tricky. Even if I, use the guy I'm not using, which is Theowen. It doesn't make any sense to do that. Well, alright then. Good to know what that's all about. I do need to do the arena trials. Let's go ahead over to this, and we've got 2,150 coins, 1,700 XP potions, 7 stamina, and 3 mithril to claim here. And I've noticed that I have fallen down in the Oracle's trial in my ranking a little bit, which is gear rate 3, and I don't think I really care that much. I could potentially get up to 4th place, but I really see no point, because I'm not going to make it up to 3rd place, and the benefits are not that good to waste my time on that, I don't think right now. I do need some weapons and breastplate replacements, I think, but I shan't worry about it quite yet, I don't think. So maybe I'll just throw some people back out into... I could do the material raid, do the resource raid. I've got some XP potion and gold potion running at the moment for double XP and double gold. So could potentially do that. I don't really know that I will want to, because I feel like I may get more benefit from doing artifact material raid, even though I know I'm going to be doing that a lot tomorrow. There's a lot of it to be done, I would say. So let's just do like 10 of these, maybe. And we can use one of these potions here to do that. Close this out and then go check out the Root over here and see what he has. Nothing exciting. And then the guild shop. No, arena shop? Yes, arena shop. And grab this huge stamina potion from there. And these 5 auto fight chances. And then I better go do some arena fights, because I need to regain some points there. Gained from defending against other players, 6. I have a quest in the storyline to do some things here and get some arena points, so might be a good time to do it. Let's go ahead and attack these poor folks who don't have much DP here. Looks like this is the anti-air DPS challenge. So let's, just out of curiosity, let's see, check this. 115,916. So even though the opponent's team BP is 30,911, they obviously have somebody who's very, very good on their team, and the rest of the team is negligible or non-existent, basically. And so they have one person that they're going to try to take out the monsters fast with effective. That's the goal here. That's how they're doing as well as they are. So D.D. Jerome or Day Jerome, whichever the case may be. So with that in mind, we better start hitting fast, because that's probably what they're going to be counting on doing, and try to take out these guys in short order. Which means I shall throw Dao Chen out and get her into DPS mode right away to go along with the E-Troll. Looks like they've put out... What is this? Theowen over there. I haven't used Theowen. I mean, maybe I've used him once, but I'm not familiar with him enough to be able to weigh in on it. Whether he's, good or not. I've written on my list... I don't even see him on here, so maybe I really didn't check him out very well, or conversely, I was unimpressed with him. Either one is possible. Let's throw Laurel out as well to do that. And then we'll hit that guy with the ultimate there. And I think we've got this game well in hand, I'm pretty sure, unless something happens within the next few seconds to affect things mightily, which I don't think. Weirdly, they have so far only put out Theowen, and I wonder if they're going to put out anyone else at this point. Apparently they aren't going to. Whether they did in their setup or not, who knows? But they certainly didn't in this. So we're in the gold 1 area. It looks like that was DD, and we got 3 arena coins, 8 Duel of Champions points, and 5 auto fight chances for the rewards on that. Okay. Then we have Storm over here. Let's do Storm. And we're going to do basically the same kind of thing again. I didn't actually check to see what the BP of the monsters was, which is, it could be a problem. I'm not terribly concerned about it. The player's BP was low enough that I don't think it's going to matter too much. And we're going to do the same strategy of putting Dao Chan out. I'm going ahead and switching her over to DPS mode immediately. Which makes for some very, very dead dragonflies very, very quickly. At this BP of these guys. They have Marine and Theowen over here. So Theowen is a common theme I'm seeing on these people who are low level, but they've made it into gold, or low BP rather, not necessarily low level. You must do pretty well at this. That's my conclusion anyway. And the reason that I've been putting out E-Troll instead of Arrogance for these is just because E-Troll deploys so much more quickly. So we got 3 arena coins, 8 Duel of Champions points, and 5,000 gold. And so each will deploys quickly and can hit the enemy while they're still waiting to, with their timer going down. Now we'll get into the more difficult arena. Now, everybody else here has more BP than I do, so let's start with the 250,000 guy and see how bad it is. 250,707 is what they've got. So what this means is, I'm not going to be able really to stop the guys from getting to the end. I have no way to do that. I have nobody who can hit them quickly enough to get them before they get to the end. So I've got a couple of possible options. Neither of them are wonderful options, but both of them are acceptable, I suppose. Let's go ahead and I think I might try something possibly somewhat odd for me. Let's give a new theory a try. See if it works. So we're fighting against Tom. And what I'm gonna do here this time, I think, is I'm gonna face Adriel the same way. And then she's not really going to, basically her damage is going to be hitting them while they're still sitting there, and then hitting them with the ultimate once they get around to the other side. And the goal is just hopefully to make this go a little bit faster than it otherwise would. I don't know if I should put Dao Chan out. I should have put her out already. Or if I should wait and try to save up for arrogance, which is what my earlier plan had been, and what I apparently have decided to stick with. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're going with. We're gonna try to get arrogance out there, and then I'm not sure this was the best way to do this, but it is what it is. Now you may wonder why I haven't started with Idril's thing yet, and the reason is because I would like really to. I guess I may as well do it. I didn't know arrogance was going to take them down so fast. But I was really wanting to get Dao Chan out, and then to get Laurel out, and get their buffs going. I don't know if that was the right way to do it. I'm halfway considering maybe it was. Seemed to have been effective somewhat. Should have started with putting arrogance down and then put Idril down next for the top. That's a possibility. Maybe that's what I should try next time. Alright, let's go to next. That was to Tam. I don't recall how many BP he had. We have 3 arena points, 8 Duel of Champions points, and 5,000 XP potions for that. So the stats real quick. As you can see, I mean, in spite of trying to get Idril down early and get that going, Arrogance still just dominated over her in the damage dealt. Alright, so let's try Hyman next over here, down here with 280,987 BP. It says danger. Yeah, that'd be right. 285,037 BP. Now again, there's nothing I can really do about stopping them or anything crazy like that. Ooh, and that was the wrong group. I think maybe Maul was not the right choice. That's okay. I actually had Maul here. So this time, we're going to do things a little bit differently. Gonna wait on arrogance, put him out first, and I'm just gonna put him at the very back by the base. And then we're gonna start piling the buffs onto him with people like Dao Chen and Laurel. Just whichever ones I can get out first are fine. And so it's going to be Dao Chan, obviously, first, followed by Laurel pretty instantly behind. Because getting that extra DPS is going to make all the difference in the world. And so the next thing that I'm going to do is, I think, judging by the way this is going, I'm going to have time, I think, to get Idril out up top. And I'm going to face Idril up. Because the hope is that she can do a little bit of damage to these guys before they head out toward Arrogance, and then he can finish them off. That's the goal. Whether that actually happens or not, I guess we'll find out. But so far, I mean, it's going as intended anyway. Now, whether or not that continues to be the case remains to be determined. But I'm going to wait for these guys to get out of her range, and then I will be able to, first I'm going to stick Laurel out and face her down so that she can hit all of these guys. And then, again, once we stop hitting, there we go. All right, I'm going to wait for Arrogance to finish this one off, because there we go. Now, ultimate on Idril. And so that finished that off. We did it quickly enough that that we got to do a little bit more damage to their base. Now, probably in the end, they're going to beat us because their BP is significantly higher. But it's gonna give them a run for their money at the very least. Now, the next one we can put out is Maul, and I think we're gonna do better to go probably like this than anything else, because again, it's one of those things where we have only you know, I don't know if we'll make it through this fight or not, basically. One of us, either us or them, could get killed by this wave. So we can't really rely on, saving up for the next wave. Because hopefully one of the other of us will die this time. Hopefully if we can. It's looking good for us. We'll only have a few more points to knock off of there. They've got a lot to kill. Something incredible left. So, alright. Got through that. Alright, so we beat Iman, 280,987 BP. We got 3 arena coins, 8 dual champions points, and 5,000 hero XP points for that. And again, as you can see, even with using the ultimate and everything like that, I mean, Arrogance is doing all of the damage, really. Maul did a little bit there at the end. I'm not sure if he's who I want for this. I'm not sure that he's not who I want for this, but I'm not sure that he is. I'm not sure that he's very helpful. If I could get somebody else, even like possibly if I stick Wrath out, that might be more helpful than having Maul, just because it increases Arrogance's attack speed and everything by a little bit. So I may actually put him next. It's a not a bad idea. And this next guy has 297,000, and his 297,614 for the monsters here. It's not gonna be great. I think I'm gonna switch out him with Wrath, and it's Wrath's Lord ability is the important thing here as far as he goes. He won't be able to hit anything, but that's okay, because his Lord skill increases faction team members' basic attributes with 10%. And every time a faction team member is deployed, all deployed faction team members gain 5%, 10%, 20%, and 35% attack speed, respectively, up to 35%. Their healing received is reduced by 20%, but that's completely unimportant for this. So they're going to both get, and in this case, it's going to be Arrogance getting the game hit. Arrogance is going to get all of his attributes up by 10%, and it's also going to get attack speed up by 10% by the time both of these guys get out. He'll have initially 5%, and then it'll go up to another 5% when we put Wrath out. So there's some degree of possibility that this could be enough to make a difference. I'm not sure. It's not going to be pretty. I think we can give it a good run, see what happens. And we're going to do the same concept again. Just kills everything before it moves, then obviously they're going to win. But in our case, all we can do is hope for the best, hope that's not what they have going on, and throw out our guys to try to do what they can. So we're definitely the underdog in this, no doubt about it. Switch him over right away. And by him, I mean Dao Chan, which is not him at all. Alright, so we got that, and then we're going to throw Idril out next, facing up, to get just that, tiny amount of damage onto the guys before they move. Now, would it be a better idea, possibly, to stick somebody else in instead of Idril just to get a little bit more nightmare bonus? It would give another 5% or so, well, maybe 10% more to Arrogance once that one gets out than Idril will. Something to think about. I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not. I'm going to use Idril's ultimate right now. Might should have waited just to get that extra boost from Whirl. But it is what it is. Now, as far as putting Wrath out, it really doesn't matter where we put him. It's completely unimportant. It only matters that he's out there, because as soon as he's out there, then Arrogance's DPS is going to go up. No, I mean significantly, because his attack speed is going to go up. Let's go ahead and speed this along a little bit. There we go. And then I'll just throw Wrath right here for what it's worth. That knocks their speed up, which is great. And we may as well speed up this event, because I can't do anything until Idril's ultimate goes off. There we go. And now it's down to who can DPS this faster. Is it going to be Arrogance or their entire team? Arrogance wins. Excellent. And it took them a whole second. Long enough? I don't know. We'll see. But it did take them a whole second. Unfortunately, I don't know about this one. Pretty tough. I think we may have this, though. It's looking good. Okay, so we did beat that one. I can't pronounce his name. It's a Russian name. It's in Cyrillic, and I don't know how to read Cyrillic. But he had 297,614 BP. So we got through there. Let's look at the stats just for fun, you know. I gotta say that guy's team did really evenly. You know, he has a lot of DPSers that he was throwing out there. It looks like to me. I don't know much about these. I've seen them. I don't know exactly who they are, but they look like they're all doing around the same amount of damage. It's pretty cool. And he managed to get them all out, and he doesn't really seem to have somebody coming out in the lead as far as the damage being dealt there. It's interesting. All right. We got 3 arena coins, 8 Duel of Champions points, and 5,000 XP potions for that, which is cool. Oh, congratulations on defeating all opponents. Here's your reward. We got 1 arena permit for that, which we have currently 60 arena permits. Do I want to do more? I suppose I can. We've got Megan Jack over here. Megan Jack is 101,543 BP. But the monsters on their stage have 110,535 BP. So a little bit more than what they have. And I liked that a little bit better, I think, with Wrath in there than I did with Maul. So we're going to do that again. This time we're going to go with Edel first, because I think that she can blow through those 110,000 guys. Pretty good. So she gets first placement there. And then, of course, Dao Chan can go in next and switch over to DPS mode. Let's see what they're doing over here. It looks like they've got Marine here as their initial placement, followed by Edel. Or maybe they put Edel first. I'm not sure. I didn't see it happen. One or the other. It's an interesting choice. The locations that they put each of those guys. I should have already done that. I was busy staring at their board instead of doing that. Well, let's go ahead and put her next. Laurel. Speed that up over here. What else they have? Lunaria. I don't know Lunaria. It says, her Dark Moon Salvo convenes the power of the Dark Moon, shooting 4 Dark Moon arrows to a single target rapidly. Restores an extra 80 rage if the target is killed. That's cool. It's a close one. They almost got it. Almost made it through that round. So that was Megan Jack with 101,543 BP. And that shoves us on into gold 2, whether we like it or not. And so we got 3 arena coins, 8 Duel of Champions points, and 5,000 hero XP potions for that. Alright, let's try this Russian fellow here. And again, I'm going to switch this out for Wrath. I should have just saved this my offensive team, really, but that's okay. Alright, The guys we're fighting, these monster BP, is 179,028. Now, unlikely that I can burn it down with Edril at the start, but maybe we'll give it a go. And if I can't, no big deal. I'll hold off and put arrogance at the bottom. Go ahead and stick her down right out the gate, you know? Why not? I think there might be some chance. It's not looking really wonderful, honestly, but some degree of possibility that it could work. No, it won't. That's okay. Let's wait until they get outside of her range, and then we'll do this. See if we can knock that one down at least. Unfortunately, we're far away from being able to get Wrath out yet. It was a mistake doing it in the order that I did, but that's okay. Was it a bad enough mistake to mean the end of my chances? I'm not sure. Yeah, I better stick in here. I debated it, but I think that's going to be the right answer. Ultimately, I think so. We'll see. Might have been the wrong choice again. If so, it's going to be a real shame. Let's get Laurel out there right here. Face her down. And then double time this. And then we'll stick Wrath out as soon as possible for that elite bonus on the attack speed. And again, we'll wait until Edril has finished all of her shots that she can take. And why on earth I have her in healing mode? That's the real question. That's a very big error. Huge. Oh. So they have Brienne, Edril, Beatrix, I don't know. They have Arrogance, nice. And they have Voltus. Very fortuitous for them. I don't know Beatrix. Soul Feast summons Dream Eater ×2. During the ultimate, increases Beatrix's and Dream Eater's damage by 70%. I've seen this before, but I don't remember. It was on somebody else's team. It expands Dream Eater's target search range to the entire battlefield and reduces the cooldown of talent by 5 seconds. That all sounds cool. I'm going to hope that this finishes them off right now. Yeah, it did. Excellent. And so, that was somebody with a Russian name who had 175,811 points. I'm going to upload this, even though it wasn't really the right idea, just so that I get the team correct, and we don't have to keep switching it out. Alright, we got 3 arena coins, 8 Duel of Champions points, and 5,000 gold. And then I think I'm gonna hop out of here and go claim some things, probably. Because we got the root over here. He's got something to sell us. It is 10 auto attack token set, which I'm all about. So we grab that. Let's go over to, I think, events. We got Duel of the Champions stuff going on, which gives us 70 rare summoning crystals, 1 rare skill crystal, and 80,000 gold for that. That's alright. I'll take it. we're actually about a third of the way to the end of this arena thing, which is cool. Because I have enough arena tokens that should not be an issue. I also see that I've got something in the Gold Dragon Pass with my daily quest. Participate in the arena one time. We'll get 200 Gold Dragon tokens for that. Make one purchase in the black market of the Dwarven Association. Gets us another 200 Gold Dragon tokens for that. And levels us up to 8 in the Dawnwell Season Gold Dragon Pass. Which means we get to claim 10 more Flawless Meteorites. Those are useful. So, cool. Excellent. Now, get out of there, go over to quests, and we have 10,000 gold for making one purchase in the black market of the Dwarven Association, which is a nice rebate. Participating in the arena one time gets us 5 auto fight chances, and obtaining a daily chest from Hyperion gets us 10,000 gold. Very cool. I like it. Let's go to the guild and look at the guild quests. We got participate in the arena 5 times. That gives us 10 diamonds, 40 guild coins, and 20 guild activity for doing that. Hop out of there. Come over to this visitor over here who is raiding. And it says, Frost Giants suddenly assailed the Northern Lands. Commander, please assemble a formidable team of warriors to halt their rampage and restore peace. Okay, dispatch completed on that. We got 5 arena permits and 150 stamina for that. Then Raven says, a foreboding entity encroaches, an unprecedented challenge. We must triumph over it, not just for our sake, but for this land as well. Lend me your hand, Commander, for a storm brews on the horizon. Alright, let's see how we can lend Raven our hand. Well, he's got 2 ground portals and 2 air portals incoming, and we've got 2 of these soul shards to protect. With Nazim, who's a boss, who's immune to crowd control effects except for slow. His Death Carve deals physical damage 1 time to the target ahead. His Death Triple deals physical damage 3 times to all targets within 3 tiles ahead. Soul Scorch prioritizes attacking defenders, dealing magic damage 1 time, and Forsaken Trowel prioritizes attacking defenders, dealing magic damage to the target and their adjacent units. Once an Eternal Guard of the Scaled Shrine, now corrupted and lost, transformed into a merciless killing machine. Okay, so we've also got some mutant rodents, batwings, banshees, poison mages, and Scaled soldiers. So, range stuff, pretty much light armor going around. Excellent. Looks like we've got a couple of places to defend, and we've got at least 8 platforms, maybe more. So, let's go to fight. The recommended BP is 400,074. Current BP of our team is 470,947. What's in our team? Who knows? I think, what if we take out Phelan and put in Sartok or something like that? I don't know. This guy. Who is this guy? Let's check. Cetrum. Cetrum is the one. Alright, so we put in Cetrum. I may have said that right. Let's see. Anything else I want to do? You know what? Sure. Let's replace Morgan with Idril. And I mean, that looks perfectly fine. Why not? Go for it as is. I think that gives us some marksmen instead of the mages because they've got the light armor. And the light armor is susceptible to the arrows. So, I wonder if I can just stick Arrogance over here. Let's deal with anything that comes out of here. And if we can just make an offensive unit up here. And then that would be fun, right? Because then we can stick Galchan here, switch over to DPS mode until such time that that becomes untenable. Now that means I can't use Xena yet, but that's okay. We can stick, actually, we can stick I guess Brienne up here. And may as well have her facing this way so that she can beat up things as they go in. And then, well, why not? Why not Cathedral here? I don't know if that's necessary. Doesn't really matter too much where she is. Fine. And then we also have, oh, I forgot all about that over there. That's one to not forget, probably. How funny. That's gonna be a real problem. It's all right. Maybe maybe this guy can do something about it. Maybe not though. It's not looking real good. I don't know. That may have been a bit of an error there. He is getting beaten down pretty hard though, which is fine because then I can just stick this one out. And he might do better anyway. Maybe not. Dang, that was fast. Smashed. I don't know if that's gonna be sufficient or not. Come on, Idril, kill them all. Definitely an issue. Probably not gonna make it. It's alright. It was really close, to be fair. That's very funny. Didn't even need these guys over here, by the way. It was just because I didn't think it mattered. So, why don't I take Brienne up? How funny. I completely forgot about that area into it. It's alright. We will try to get both of them out this time. Well, let's see. He kind of flew around a bit. So what if I just put him here or maybe one over? Maybe here. And go that direction. Get a little bit more of a spread on that. They're both going to die. Okay. I guess I better heal some folks over there. It's great. Doing wonderfully. And the good news is that since I move people around, I have plenty of room to put more out. So how about Brienne back here? She ought to help with this situation, and then we can stick Idril over here, or maybe I want to stick Idril elsewhere. We gotta stick Idril here. Try to hit them as they're coming out. Maybe. And we can pile up the DPS in this area. She probably won't live very long because she's out of the range of the healer. But that's okay. We can just switch out. Ah, victory. Well, interesting. Let's look at the stats on that out of curiosity. So Etril did almost as much as Arrogance did, so that's not bad. that and go back to it. It doesn't matter that somebody got through or that we died 500 times, because it was unnecessary for any of those sorts of parameters to be met. So let's complete this, and we get 2 5-star psychic power shards for that. It's a big reward for a poor performance. Raiden says, "Your strength and wisdom drive our triumph, Commander. The blessing of the Storm King will guide us until we unravel this world's final enigma. I'm grateful, friend. Our fates are bound as the Storm King binds wind and lightning." Man, I can't speak. Right, there we go. Oh, goodness, I have a lot of stamina that I have failed to apparently begin the auto prep for. How silly. Alright, let's do it. Man, wonder how long I've been sitting on that. Who knows? Let's come over here to the harbor, collect these 30 flame broiled beefs and these 30 blazing chilies, and then we'll send her back out for some more volcanic salt. How about check the mine and grab that stuff too. So we've got 2 insignia marksman 3s, 2 mithril, 1500 gold, 7 stamina, and 900 euro XP potions there. I wonder. Okay, alright. I'm going to go and I think go to the storyline. Obtain 30 arena coins, not from rank rewards in the arena, so I actually need 3 more coins. However, I'm going to have to eat something small, I think, for I have not eaten today. And so, it is 3:20 p.m. and it's seeming as though it might be time to do so. So, I think I'm going to... yeah, I'm going to go do that in a moment. It's been a pleasure streaming with you guys, and if you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me and turn on notifications so that you can see next time I'm going live. Hopefully, I will see you then. So, goodbye for now.